Hey everybody, this is Adam recording a video for QuietSpeculation.com. Today we're going to be playing Historic. First things first, what are we playing? This is Heliod Company. Similar to the modern build, your combo is Heliod the Sun Crown, Scurry Oak, and then anything that lets you gain a life when a creature enters the battlefield. So let's focus a little bit on what we're doing with each of those combo pieces. Heliod, when you gain life, put a 1/1 counter on it that you control. There's also an ability to give another target creature a lifelink, and Heliod's not technically a creature unless you have 5 devotion. So minimum of 5 pips for in this case, white. Scurry Oak has Evolve, and I guess I should explain Evolve. When a thing comes into play with a bigger power or toughness than Scurry Oak, you put a 1/1 counter on it. And whenever a 1/1 counter goes on Oak, you then get a squirrel, a 1/1 squirrel token. It doesn't actually care what put the 1/1 counter on it, even though it has this native ability to put it on itself. So you get to combine that with the Soul Sisters. So your Soul Warden effects, when a creature enters, gain a life, in which case Heliod will put a counter on Scurry Oak, which makes a 1/1, which triggers the Soul Warden again, and then you get infinite squirrels and infinitely large Scurry Oak. And in that process, you also gain infinite life. There's Lunarch Veteran, which does the same thing as the Soul Warden, and then a Johnny's Welcome, which is an enchantment, so it doesn't actually trigger your other Soul Sisters, but it's a lot harder to get rid of. Selfless Savior is just a one-of to help protect your combo as you're going off. Other than that, you have your Ajani Pridemate variant, so Trisarla. I did not say that right. Trilisara, Moon Dancer. Same text as your typical Chinese Pridemates, but you also scry one, so you can make sure that you end up hitting your collected companies or your combo pieces. There's also Voice of the Blessed, which is the newest one added to the bunch. This one, when you have 4 counters on it, gains flying vigilance, so you can just win the game with a massively large flying beater that they can't really attack back into. And then typically this is flavor text here, but if it has 10 or more counters, it also has Indestructible. Games aren't really going to care too much about that. Once this reaches 6, 7, it's going to be more or less unkillable. And then Collected Company. Every creature that you have here can get hit by a Collected Company. You also have Ranger Captain, which finds you your Soul Warden or your Selfless Savior as a silver bullet target. In the sideboard, I haven't had a ton of reps with the deck, so I can't necessarily say what comes in where. Here we go. So Giant Killer makes sense. Rest in Peace makes sense. You have Gideon. This is the one I'm most confused about where it's supposed to come in. I feel like this is probably a flex slot for the control matchups. Apparitions, which are great against creatures. Yasharn is great against the sacrifice decks, which are very popular. Cleansing Nova against anything playing like Emery. Generally good removal spells. Thalia is great against the Phoenix deck. And you have Dromoga's Command, which is great against the heavy red decks with a lot of bolt variants. And then you have Ajani Strength of the Pride, which is a similar concept to the Voice of the Blessed and Trilisara plan, where it makes tokens that are Ajani's Pridemates and then can carry away the game by itself. Again, I believe that is for the control matchups where you're expecting a lot of Wrath effects. Having the Planeswalker just helps you rebuild. That being said, I think the deck is fairly straightforward, and it's a lot of fun. I've played a couple games with it, but not a ton to report. I believe it's generally similar to the modern build of the deck, and the core itself is fairly similar with the exception of not having Walking Ballista. But we're going to play a couple matches, see how we do. Alright, and with that, let's hop in. Alright. This one's a little interesting, right? We don't have green mana, but we do have the Soul Sister and half of the combo. So if we draw into a green source, we're golden. Otherwise, we're kind of in a lot of trouble. Considering half my hand can't be played and these two are legendary, I think there's enough wrong here that I'm comfortable going down to 6. Okay, and this is much better. So here, I think I want to put back a Ranger Captain. So I have my turn 2, 3, 4 play. My opponent seems to be on Rogues. Ooh, we picked up a Soul Sister. So this is actually pretty great. I'm going to be able to play this, get my Scry on. It's not going to matter because they're going to hit me with that. But I can also set up a card that I don't really mind getting milled on top. Let's see if this is a Jawari, because it's looking like it's the flash creature. Oh, okay. I don't mind that. I was expecting it to be the 1/3 that when a thing attacks, I mill. Ooh, they hit a Scurry Oak. Not ideal. Though, they only have one blue source right now, so that feels a little bit better. I'm going to try and land a Heliod here. Brutal. Okay. Well, we get our attack in. Hopefully I can hit a land next turn. If not, I'm happy playing both of these, making Trilasara extremely big. Ooh, it hit another Heliod. Alright. I'm going to attack in. If they want to flash in a threat, I'm okay with that. Otherwise, I'm going to hold up this company and then untap, play all 3 of these. They're gonna show me a counterspell here. Yeah. Alright, so this one goes first, then this one. I'm going to end up milling this, so I'm going to just put it on the bottom. 2 more counters. I have a 5/5. If they have Fatal Push, they have Fatal Push. I really wish all my combo pieces wouldn't be on the very top of my deck, though. No, they don't have Push. That's good. They didn't want to attack. I'm cool with that. I'm going to attack like this. If they want to block the veteran, they can block the veteran. They'll still be on a 2-turn clock, and then I can flash, or not flashback, I can disturb it. Sure. Alright. Let's make a 5/5 again. Sure. I'm just going to leave this on top. If they're not going to attack in, then I don't really need to worry. And if they are going to attack in, I have a potential lethal. Oh, okay. Well, Cool. I guess we're doing this. And a little unfortunate there. Because oh no, because I put the 9th and the 10th card in. Alright. So I'm just going to attack in here. I think I'm cool with the castle. Because it's going to grind better than anything else I have access to. And they won't be able to counter it. They have to have something for this now. Okay, they don't. Cool. The question is, do I want to bring in Thalia? I can bring in Thalia and I can bring in Rest in Peace. The question is if it's worth it. I'll give it a try. Trim 3 there. I think that's fine. So I want to say my opponent's on like traditional rogues. The Crippling Fear is a tribal board wipe. They showed me the Wind Robber, which is not playable outside of the archetype, and they showed me Brazen Borrower, which is incidentally a rogue. I didn't see any of the actual value 1 and 2 drops that you should be playing, but I imagine that they're definitely in there. Also seems like my opponent is from Brazil. Awesome. 1 land enters tapped. I have 4 1-drops. I think I can do a little bit better than this. Oof. Alright. I'm going to put back a Sun Petal and lead on the Sun Petal. Enforcer. Oh, got a little bit of value. And we drew the combo, which is great. I think I want to bring back the Phantom. I'm going to make them answer this, rather than one of my more premium cards. Cool. They burned a Lofty Denial on a card that they drew me that is not worth burning a removal spell on. I think I'm okay going for the Apparition. It's another card that they're going to have to answer. They can Fatal Push it, in which case, okay, they get their 1/1 back, but without abilities. They definitely have some sort of interaction here. I don't actually have a Plains in play, so this will come in tapped. And I want to play around another Lofty. Okay. Oh, downfall. Alright. Another Scurry Oak. Interesting. No flash threats here. I'm gonna play Heliod. I think it's the safest thing to play here. They don't have anything at instant speed, so are they just all lands here? Lands and sorceries? I'm going to play Voice. This turns on Heliod, which may or may not backfire on me. Don't think I need to play the Trelasara. That seems accurate. I am dripping in the combo right now. I think I'll lead on the Scurry Oak. They have another kill spell. They have another kill spell. Okay. Alright. They get into the story. This is interesting. Alright. So let's attack in. Let's see how they want to do this. Okay. Don't think they thought that ahead. Oh, I probably should have activated on the actual Trelasara too. Whoops. That cost me two counters. And what could have been lethal. I'm fine with that. I'm just going to make a token and end step. guess not. Alright, so they found a draw in the lock. Presumably they take the apparition. Question is, do they take the Heliod or do they take the Trellis? Okay. So they have something. I guess not. Cool. Match 1 down. We are 1-0. This hand's interesting. Right. I have the apparition into company. If my opponent has discard spells, I'm in major trouble. I also have Forsaken Crossroads, which can dig me to what I need. I think it's close. I think it's like 40%. My opponent is on a mulligan, which is nice, and we're on the play. Definitely put that on the bottom. White-black, Cursebound Witch. Could actually be worse. Let's see what their turn 2 play is. Because if it's just hold up the mana, I don't know if I want to go for the apparition. Okay, this is 100% Deadly Dispute. Which... I guess I take the bait. Yeah. Not ideal. Let's see if they want to massacre me. No, Abiding Grace. That's a good one for them. And I don't really want to attack into that. So I think I just pass here. I hopefully hit something on this Collected Company, and then I can cast the Trelasara next turn. They get a cat. If I hit the combo, I do just win in end step. Or, I guess, on my untap. You can get life. Not the combo, but pretty close. Gonna do it like this. Get some triggers on the Heliod. I'm gonna put the counters on the voice. Excuse me. Notably, this doesn't play around like a Fatal Push, but I think that's fine. Ooh. Piece of candy. Alright, they're off it. Alright. Knowing what we know... These come in. I don't think I need more Thalias. I think I can play more of these. This says Exile, but my opponent's more than likely going to have a bunch of discard outlets. Or sacrifice outlets. I think I can trim on the welcomes, and I can trim on a Ranger Captain. That should be fine. Do I want Johnny? Probably not. Something I noticed when I picked up this deck, it's not playing was it Inquisitor Captain, the new one from the Alchemy set. I don't know how I feel about that. I feel like that card's just too good to be playing if you have low-cost creatures in a white-based deck. Not ideal, but this hand's still pretty great. I'm going to play the Trilasara. Hopefully I just spike a land next turn. We spike the land. I think I'm doing this instead of playing the Heliod. It's probably the safest bet. They both get bigger, so now they're out. Ooh, perfect. So now they're out of range. I think I just let it go through. My life total is not going to be too relevant in this game. You're going to sacrifice both of your gas and kill one of my creatures? No. Cool. Oh, it comes in tapped. Oh well. Okay, they're off it. They... Do they... How'd they concede both? They could have killed this in response. Right? So, like, they sacrificed the Witch. -1/-1 counter on this. This doesn't enter as a creature. No buffs here. So that was a mistake on my opponent's part. I might have just completely blanked out and forgotten that we did a game 1 there. It's certainly possible. But either way, on to match 3. Hand looks great. So this is looking like it's the Phoenix deck. Now it's 100% the Phoenix deck. So the really cool thing here is that Heliod and Scurry Oak will combo with the Welcome, and I won't really need to worry too much about having like another effect. Surprised you're opting on my turn, but okay, that's fine. I'll gain a life. I'll gain 2 more life with the Savior, unless they want to blow up the Veteran. Spikefield Hazard? Sure. They Spikefielded the wrong one. Unless they have another one, but... Oh, found the second Phoenix. I don't think they should play the land if the plan is to opt a second time. Or unless they had the looting to begin with, but... Okay. I get hit for 6. This might be the wrong sequence here, but... Oh, definitely the wrong sequence. Whoops, I thought that was going to get me a trigger. That's a mistake. Alright. Pillar is a sorcery, so unless they have another one instant speed, which they very well likely might. Yeah, I definitely sequenced this wrong. Let's see if it costs me. I'm dead if they can turn on their channeler. I'm dead if they have another one of these. They don't. That. So I lit on the Trilasara, hoping to bait like a shock effect. Brutal. Alright, so that kills me. Was not expecting the Fading Hope. Bring in Rest in Peace, bring in Deck and Stone. Don't think I need Dromoka's Command. Definitely bring in Thalia's. Alright, so cut these. Trim here. I think I'm bringing in a Skyclave. That seems fine to me. Maybe I want the Ranger Captain to be able to turn off spells on my opponent's turn, but yeah, that was a misplay on my part. I'm on the play. I have Soul Warden into Voice. Sure. And if I find a green source, I am even better off. Let's go for the beat. Okay. We found a green source. Presumably there's another kill spell here. Hoping they don't find a pillar, or don't have a pillar and we're looking for a land. Doesn't look like a pillar. We whiffed though, which is unfortunate. I don't really want to play Skyclave. I will play a Selfless Savior. Hey Ferromon, how you doing? Oh, congrats. I have played only a handful of games with it, but it's an archetype that I'm fairly familiar with. The deck seems like a lot of fun. Also really well positioned. Ugh, stop it. Alright, you know what? Since I have a second apparition here, I'm doing this to grow the Scurry Oak to get out of the 1 mana removal spell range. Decline. Alright, so they found a Phoenix. Can't get a land? I found a land. They have Spell Pierce, they have Spell Pierce. I whiffed. I whiffed hard. I love the Phoenix deck. Like, I will not complain about playing against Phoenix. But that was a bad hit. Good God. And we trimmed a lot of non-creature spells. Found Heliod at least. Yeah, that's the difficult part about playing against company, right? Like, or playing with company, you know you're gonna struggle a little bit with missing on your hits. Like, it's gonna happen. There's a fail rate. You brought in Mystical Dispute for game 2? It's so strange. But okay. Eat that. Pass back. That's the best possible thing they could have drawn. Please, for the love of God, no. So they're going to hit me. I'm going to play the Heliod. I'm going to put the counter on the Apparition. And attacking with the Apparition. Yep, we're dead. Okay. We're what, 3-1? 2-1? I believe we're 2-1. And I definitely think I would have won that game 1 if I didn't misplay. I can't say that. They Fading Hoped us. It's possible they already had it. This hand is a little on the slow end, but I have the Scry. Sure. Bojuka Bog. Let's put this on green. Cool. That is unfortunate for me. Because they're going to take my company. But I will draw a card with Ranger Captain. I think I just want the Savior here. So it looks like my opponent's on some sort of like black-white control list. If I had to guess, there's probably like a Doom Foretold here. Okay. So they're playing non-Yorion, still probably in the deck, Doom Foretold. Did not need to play my land first. I'm going to play Savior. Gain some life. Scurry Oak number 1. My assumption is they probably have a Yorion, or 3 to 4 Yorion in the actual deck itself. Unfortunate. Playing multiple Bojuka Bogs. Don't understand why. Hit ya. Gain life. Play Scurry Oak. Gain more life. Another one. Okay. Activate ability. It's a really good card to draw. All right. Got a 5/5. You have to kill it. My opponent's attrition does pretty heavily, but we might still pull this out. Seems like they have something. I'm gonna do it this way. This is gonna get flying, so it's not really gonna matter too much here. I don't really want these cards. Okay, they're off it. They need to have an instant speed kill spell, and they did not. Skyclave seems fine. Thalia seems fine. Target player sacrifices an enchantment. Actually, they are going to have a lot of enchantments that they're going to try and get rid of. Maybe that's not worth it. Maybe Cleansing Nova is fine. I can trim on those. Ranger Captain is okay. Yeah, if I'm blowing up Artifacts enchantments, I kind of want to cut down on my Johnny's Welcomes anyway. Though this does put Thalia and a 5-drop sorcery into the deck. May not be the smartest play, but... My opponent goes first. I think I have to keep this. Feels bad, because this just lines up really well with Elspeth's Nightmare, but... That is the wrong card. I'm just going to attack in. They didn't have any... holds here, so tells me they don't have an instant speed answer. So this pumps Voice out of the range of Elspeth's Nightmare. Cool. They can kill the Soul Warden. I think I'm okay with doing this to save the Collected Company. Might be a mistake. Because then they'll get a 3/3 when they kill it. And they can do that at instant speed. Sure. I think I play Ranger Captain. And I grab Lunarch Veteran. Unfortunately, I think I do just pass the turn here. If they can kill the apparition... Okay. I'm in a lot of trouble if they can kill the apparition. Alright, now they take company. But I think I'm still in a great spot. I have... Well... I was gonna say these two, but... Yeah, that's still fine. Play the Veteran. Play Moondancer. Trigger. Don't need another land. Do I want to trade my Voice of the Blessed for another Omen of the Seas being flashed in? Probably not. I think I do just pass. Okay, they're off it. Cool. I might have been playing a little scared there, but I think that holding onto the Voice is probably my easiest way to win from there. Being a 4/4, it's not going to die to most of the things that they have. Not the Elspeth's Nightmare, not the Oath of Kaya. The only card that actually kills me, or kills it, is Fatal Push. In which case, I'm fine with that trade-off. But I don't want to let them advance their board state. How is this hand? I have 2 tapped lands, but my curve is pretty okay. I have half of the combo. If my opponent's on the slower end, I should be alright. Hope I draw the planes. Not a planes, but it is the other part of the combo. Flame Blast Bolts. So my opponent's on some sort of black-red deck. Maybe vampires? No. Okay. Huh. Well, that's not ideal. Inquisition. Take the Heliod, probably. Attack in, take Scurry Oak, or Ranger Captain. Excuse me. Alright, I'm not winning this game. Yeah. Okay. They're going to take 2 cards out of my hand. It's going to be Collected Company and 1 other spell. Missing on 2 land drops, I would not recommend. What can we do instead here? I kind of like Deck and Stone. Actually, do I like Deck and Stone more than Skyclave? Yeah. I think it hits Arcanist on the curve a little bit better. I can trim a Ranger Captain. Up on Thalia, I can -1 company. I might be wrong. This is reasonable. I'm on the play. Unless they have Flame Blessed Bolt or Spikefield Hazard, I should be alright. Looks like they have something. Thoughtseize. I am okay with Thoughtseize. Take my redundant piece. Ooh, not a bad draw. I'm still going to go with the Trilisara here. Getting the Scry is going to be important. Because I don't want that. Ali is pretty good. Alright. That's still fine. I think best draw right now is either Company or Heliod.
It's my turn.
Alright.
Now you're playing.
I mean, I'll take it.
I don't need this.
I'm going to leave the land in hand. I want them to think that I have something and maybe Thoughtseize me. Perfect. This also plays around Kolgan's command. Chandra downtick. Oh, uptick.
It's gonna hurt.
They have the Unholy Heat. Can I get something? Not really anything exciting here. But this forces them to kill the Scurry Oak. Company would be amazing here. Why? Not Company, but it'll do. I guess they wanted something in the graveyard. Why? You could have just blocked with the Seasoned Pyro. Alright. They gave me the flyer that I wanted.
Today's my lucky day.
They get Kroxa. I take 3. No blocks. Sure.
This'll be easy.
Alright. I'm gonna take 9 here. Scurry Oak or Company. Best possible draws. Definitely should have done this before attacks, because I could have potentially activated the Heliod. That's interesting. Yeah. Whoops. Yeah, not playing this ideally. Down take Chandra? Really?
Yup, you're going down.
Interesting choice. Okay. So this is a combination of me not necessarily playing this super well and me drawing very badly. I don't know how I feel about the Sun Petal Groves. On multiple games that we've played, albeit in the small sample, we've ended up not having a turn
Playtime.
1 or 2 play. I'm dead to a hive, right? 3, 5, 6. No.
Oh, this is gonna hurt.
Yeah, I'm dead to that. Ah, brutal. Alright, so that was a 3-2 run. Not the best. I think this deck is actually very strong. I don't think I played it all that well. Looking forward to trying a few more matches with it, and maybe I'll do another video. I might make a couple edits to the deck list. Just bringing it up one more time. There are a few cards in the sideboard that I don't know if I love. I found this list online. I don't think I like the Gideon Blackblade. I think that if you're going to play a 3-mana Gideon, Gideon of the Trials is probably your best bet. I'm unclear on what Cleansing Nova is supposed to be ideal against. I guess there's the big mana, like Paradox Engine mono brown deck that sometimes splashes for typically black. I don't know if it's worth it. Dromoka's Command seems fine, if not a little outdated. Thalia seems great. No notes. Ajani seems fine. I think this deck is probably better off with Inspiring Captain, or whatever it's called. Capitan. Alright, so let's see here. If we start by upping that count, not what I needed. I can trim on the welcomes. Probably go up to the 4th veteran. Savior's fine. It's cuttable. I think it's... yeah. You know what? I think it's cut the Savior. 4, 8, 16, 22, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 28 hits, which is a little low for company. I don't think I want 2 Arden Veils. I think this trade-off is probably better. So I think this is close to what I would change this to. What else? Maybe Abiding Grace in the sideboard? Is that in this format? Or is it... Yeah, it is. Okay. Alright, so probably Abiding Grace in here over... I don't know. Let's say a Dromoka's Command. I feel like Dromoka's Command is probably one of our weaker cards. And then turn Gideon the Blackblade into Gideon the Trials. I think that's probably how I would shake this out. It's also possible that I just don't even bother with the Abiding Grace, and I just go up to a second Rest in Peace, which actually I think is probably the better call, all things considered. And speaking of Rest in Peace, the new card that got spoiled today, that's basically an equipment scavenging ooze, will invalidate Rest in Peace in most white decks. I think that card's really, really good. Anywho, this is probably closer to where I would have it. That being said, that's all I got for today. Thank you so much for watching. This video is brought to you by QuadSpeculation.com. You can watch the VOD on Quiet Speculation and also on their YouTube page. If you are interested in following me specifically, I stream on Monday and Thursday evenings at 8 p.m. Eastern. I play virtually anything and everything, and I hope to see you there. Thank you so much. Have a great day.